had $100, where are you going?
To jail.
Your thoughts on black girl luxury?
Oh, like that was.
Yes, that was a time.
I was gonna have to be the daddy.
Yeah.
No way Beyonce had 3 kids. I'm tired with one.
I'm tired with none. Hi queens, welcome back to Style Unlocked, where I sit down with our stylish faves, talk through their personal style journey, rate some celebrity looks, and play some fashion trivia. I hope these conversations help you unlock your personal style. From her beautifully bold statement pieces to her awe-inspiring travel adventures around the world, Tanika Boyd has created her very own lane as a fashion and beauty expert. Her social justice background as a previous nonprofit executive allows her to explore the intersectionality of equality and fashion. Tanika's fashion niche stems in incorporating bold colors, finding the best resort wear brands, and styling luxury silhouettes. She aims to inspire her audience to take their power back through self-expression, confidence, and a bit of edge.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and walk through your outfits.
The Awake Mode blazer. I have on these Valentino purple pants. I have on these Sophia Webster boots. And then all of my jewelry is from the African continent. This is from Koi Studio.
Something really interesting to know about you is your long-standing career and passion around social justice. So for those unfamiliar, can you speak to the work you conducted as a nonprofit executive? So if they don't know Tanika, give us a little bit of.
Okay, so I spent a decade working on social justice issues, primarily education reform. So I worked for President Obama in his first term, and then I came to New York City, and I worked in police reform, access to women's rights, so women's choice issues. And yeah, like the day that George Floyd died, I was working on police reform. So it was really heavy work. Yeah. And my therapist was like, what else do you like to do? You literally cannot do this. Yeah. This is stressing you out. And I was like, I like to travel and I like fashion. Yeah. And she was like, well, why don't you try that out? And my daughter wanted to get on TikTok. And I was like, Tic-tac, no. Okay, I'm like, what is that? No. But I was like, well, if you let me be on there with you, we can share an account.
That's how it started.
That's how it started. So I was doing, I could be red and I can be yellow. Like,
I did not
cringe
know
a mess
that.
of food.
Yeah. And it just...
And people started following me. And I'm like, what are these people doing?
Hello?
I am like,
you like this?
The transitions were horrible. When I tell you my husband was I didn't know anything about a tripod.
We saw past that.
The people
you didn't have a tripod?
No, my husband was holding and I would go get dressed, and he would be holding it the whole time.
Not the husband tripod.
Yes, the husband. I mean, we were just having, it was like literal therapy. Because I was like, I cannot commit my life to like this depth of work anymore. Okay.
The next question was, how did you transition into this? A world-class traveler, fashion expert, and what was that transition like? So you just got on TikTok, but this wasn't your plan.
No.
You just wanted an outlet.
No, here's the thing. I grew up, I always tell people, I grew up in the Jackie Ina school of YouTube. Period. That's how I learned how to do makeup.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean.
Who else was teaching us?
But also, that's how I consumed content.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily understand the inner workings of content creation. I didn't understand it as a business. I think in a lot of ways, I was just so focused on that work and being a mom and being a wife. And then at nighttime, I would go on YouTube, watch a couple videos. But I don't think I ever conceptualized. I
knew that's a job.
That's a job.
I watch Jackie every day, and other people, right? I learned how to make wigs, do my hair, anything I needed to do. But it was like, in my mind, they were all just in their free time too.
Yeah, I thought this is what they did.
Yeah, that's their hobby, and then I just tell you. Watch.
When my manager approached me, I was like, "Excuse me." The fact that you think I would leave my prestigious...
Are you insane?
I have a master's degree. Do you think I'm about to be getting paid $500 to post wig reviews? I didn't know.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm thinking, I thought y'all were doing this out of the goodness of y'all heart.
Now look at you.
And now look at me, hopping around, transition, outfit.
All right, let's get into the next segment, which is my favorite segment. It's called Who Slate Harder.
Okay.
So we are going to go through the Emmys, red carpet.
Okay. Overall snore.
Okay, so that's setting the tone already.
Let's set the
tone. The iPad, if you want to grab it right there.
Okay.
We're going to start with Miss Niecy Nash.
Oh.
And my queen, Shirley.
I might have to take it back.
See? I started with a banger.
Oh, because it's both for me.
Yeah.
The silhouette, I just love it. Both. Yeah, they are serving you hourglass, 100% both.
Grown woman.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Incredible. Both.
I would have to agree. Cheryl Lee Ralph is in Christian Siriano, and he really knows how to make something on a woman's body. And Niecy Nash is in Greta Constantine. I don't know who that is, but gorgeous. Okay, move it. Go ahead and swipe then.
I heard both. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Rachel Bronson in Versace and Laverne Cox in Vintage Terry.
Wait a minute. Did I? Wait a minute.
Who slayed?
Here's the
harder?
thing.
Yeah. Like I try to stick with the similar vibe, but
Laverne's hair and makeup is so yummy. Her body is so incredible. This color on Rachel is really great. I'm a corset girl. I love a corset. I love a snatch waist situation.
And this is one of my favorite colors of the season.
And Rachel with the thigh, but because that shoe.
I just, literally when you said thigh, I went to her thigh and went down and I thought.
Now, it's a no for me. Let's give it to Laverne.
Now who?
It's Laverne. I don't know who did that shoe. That is a prom shoe.
It's so unnecessary.
No, let's do Laverne, please. Thank you.
Laverne is like giving you the face too.
Laverne, one thing Laverne's gonna do, she's gonna serve. Absolutely.
All right.
Oh, and she's in vintage Mugler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is her own. That is from her closet.
Oh, I believe it. I saw her at the Mugler opening at the Brooklyn Museum. And she was like, first of all, she was commanding all of the cameras and talking all about everything. I believe that's hers. Absolutely.
We have Aubrey Plaza in Loewe and my girl Ayo Edeberry in Louis Vuitton.
Oh, if there is only one look from the night, Ayo's look is so stunning.
She just looks like an angel.
Here's the thing. There are parts of her look that I don't necessarily appreciate. I wish it was a little bit more, but I know that that's her style.
It's so her.
It's her style. But this dress, I want this dress. Here's the thing. I didn't know Louis Vuitton could do that.
This is custom.
They need to custom for me. I love Loewe.
Because why isn't this coming down the runway?
Honorable mention, I love Loewe, but that Post-it note, no thanks.
It's not, it's...
No. Oh, please, Taraji.
Next.
Hold
up.
Oh.
Next.
We're about to get kicked out. I'm about to get kicked out. I'm yelling so loud.
Next is Natasha Leon in Schiaparelli and Taraji in Atelier Versace.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, talk us through it.
What's interesting to me is I would think the designers would be different. I would think it would be the opposite. But I get it. I see where it's going.
Yeah.
Natasha looks great.
She looks great.
She does
look
well.
Girl.
She looks good. The bang could have been longer. I'm really getting in my Joan Rivers era. And the Taraji,
that's why you're here, honey.
But Taraji is eating. And I remember also, you can't really see it here, but the eyeshadow is
Yeah. Her makeup was flawless.
Yeah, she looks. No, this is everything. And I am cinch the waist and give me a thigh.
Yeah.
Period.
I threw in some men. So we have Coleman Domingo in custom Louis Vuitton and Tyler James in Dolce & Gabbana.
I think they both look very well.
Very nice.
I like that Tyler is like stepping outside of his comfort zone.
Yeah, he's trying to give us fashion.
I think he's trying to give us fashion. He does look very well, but I think Coleman looks great. The only thing...
What's the thing?
It's giving doorman vibes. Is that a New York City thing?
I get you. It is.
Take me
My
upstairs.
mind didn't go there.
I would be like, can you take me upstairs?
I'm looking for an apartment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But he looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love how he
quite
looks.
the run. My good sis Tracy in Sport Max, which I feel like I've never see people wear on the red carpet.
I never see Sport Max on the red carpet.
And then Jessica Williams in Rodarte. Similar shapes, very different vibes.
I love Sport Max and I love Tracy Ellis Ross. So I don't know what aversion I'm having to this. Maybe because it's white and it either should have been all the way to the floor or a mini.
Yeah.
For some reason, it makes her look matronly, and on any given day,
Sports Max is so cool.
Sport Max is cool,
but this
something about and it also reads as two separate colors, like an eggshell and
because the textures are different. The top is leather, and they should have just made it all leather. Because I think the skirt is like
the top
silk.
leather that makes it better.
They should have just made it all. Yeah, because it's so bright white.
Here's the disclaimer is this. Nobody can slay over Tracy.
No.
That's period.
And
point
y'all
blank.
watching, you know how I feel.
Nobody can play like Tracy plays, with color, with shape, with style. And so I am going to just say that this is not maybe a good picture of her. And maybe I'm catching a bad angle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
Fair.
Jessica looks stunning.
Yeah.
I wish it would have went all the way to the floor.
Yeah, it's T-links are coming back, but then it's like
not for me. I'm not a T-link.
Because depending on your height, like it gets like I don't want just my toes.
No, thank you.
Out. Cover my toes, or you need to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives kind of tree topper. Yeah, but she looks good. I love it. Okay. We are getting down to the wire here. Okay.
Selena Gomez and Oscar de la Renta, and Issa Rae and Pamela Rowland.
I actually saw this Issa Rae look like when it came down. And I'm going to say Issa Rae because the movement was so stunning.
Yeah. This was much prettier in video.
It's so pretty in video. It's like beating and it has
like
feathers.
Floats like air.
Yeah, it just floats. And she has such an incredible body. She has such incredible skin. Selena's just having a bad day. It's that choker, the jewel choker she got on. Okay.
I
have moved on.
We're rooting for her.
Okay. Oh, okay. I've moved on.
We have Megan Fahey, not sure who that is, and Armani, and Juno Temple and Vera Wang.
Well, I'm gonna give it to the color because it stands out to me.
Yeah.
And it seems very interesting. I love the roses. It's very cute. I love the way she has her hair and everything. She probably could have used a necklace, but she looks really great. I think it actually compliments her.
That's gorgeous, right?
Juno doesn't look bad though. Juno looks good.
Yeah, I like that silhouette.
Yeah, I love that silhouette too.
And this, I like the different textures here.
Yeah.
You know.
And Armani and Vera Wang, they do great things. And they do formal very well.
Oh.
Now, what's going on here?
Okay, so we're going to...
My.
We're going to end with our Abbott Elementary queens. So, Janelle James. And Rodarte and Quinta Brunson in Dior.
Here's the thing. My mother would say lead with kindness.
Okay.
You know, she's an usher in her church.
I love that. Let's start there.
Let me lean into that.
The colors?
The colors are great.
Gorgeous.
Red, this beautiful, what is really becoming a Ferragamo Stella McCartney red. It's just so stunning on her skin.
It is.
I love the silhouette. I think it's really pretty.
I actually really like her hair too. She doesn't usually have
I do like her hair. I think the necklace, we could have done without, but I think she looks so pretty.
She does.
I really do think she looks pretty. She seems like she's tall, she's enjoying it. Like, I think it's a very beautiful silhouette. But Quinta, here's the thing. I am a Dior girl, and I like the Dior vintage pieces.
And this is very much a Dior silhouette.
Yes, but I wouldn't have chosen this silhouette for the red carpet. I would have chosen this for a baby shower if the theme was tea. You know, and maybe even then it had to be like 1930s theme. The nude heels don't add much to it. I just don't know where she was going.
Yeah.
But I won't say it's bad because I love her. Yeah. I think she's so great. Ankles look nice with the nude. It elongates her a little bit, and because this dress really doesn't add.
It's that same length we were just talking about.
Yeah, it just doesn't add.
And she's as short as us. Like this is not it for her.
What? Now hold on. Now how did I get in it? Now wait a minute. Now those are allegations.
She's as short as us.
No.
We are 5'3".
No.
And a half.
Allegedly. That is the allegation.
We're the same.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Here's the thing. We will conclude that they both looked well.
Lovely. Time to get into the personal style questions, which that's why we're all here. Describe your style in 3 words.
My style in 3 words. I would say colorful, resort wear.
Period.
And luxury. Gotta say luxe.
I love that. Who's your fashion icon and why?
I am a student of history. I love like the old school, like Josephine Baker.
I could totally see that.
Just because of like what they represent, like how daring they were, like how, just like disruptive, trendsetter. Diana Ross. I'm a Tracy Ellis Ross Mama's fan. Love her.
I love that, and I can see that in your style too, though.
I love, she is an icon to
You're
me.
glamorous, but also very
love her.
ladylike.
I love her.
Yeah. But colorful, like she wore color really well.
And she was like taking it.
Yeah.
She was like
no prisoners.
Yeah. Like at a time where it really wasn't cool to be a thin black woman with like all of this hair, and she like took it to the max. Yeah. And so I just love her. I would say of today, when I started really getting into fashion content, I really loved, and I still love, Shiona Turini. I'm like, I love a wide leg pant and a crop top.
And she does too.
And she loves a wide leg pant and a crop top.
Animal.
I'm like, and now she's really into braids. I'm like, I just love everything she puts on. Yeah.
What is your go-to outfit formula? This leads right into what we're talking about.
Wide leg and a crop top.
Wide leg and a crop top.
And I would definitely say in the fall and the winter, I love a blazer. And I'll wear a blazer with anything. Yeah. I will wear a blazer. I will wear a blazer in the summertime.
Yeah, it's so hard
with
to not
no
wear a
shame.
blazer. I know. Talk to us about how you figured out your outfit formula, because I always talk about like why that's so important, and like having that thing to go to saves you so much time and anxiety.
If I'm being honest, it was probably an accident.
Okay.
I think blazers is like historical. It's always just in my mind been like so classy. I think working in a formal work environment, like that is what pulled you together. Yeah. You could put a belt, you could cinch it in. It was just like, you just always felt put together in a blazer.
I think like even entering the workforce.
I mean, just always. But also we grew up in like
grown-ups. Oh yeah. We was in club.
We were like business casual. Oh my God. Like that was.
Yes, that was a time.
So, and
we've
skinny jeans.
Blazers.
Oh yeah, we were a hot mess. So I think that's probably also where it came from. But also like my grandmother would go to the thrift store and get like Oscar de la Renta blazers. And so I just always had a love of blazers. But I think wide leg pants, I always loved wide leg pants. When I moved to New York City, I was very much still on my nonprofit budget. Okay. So I was like, okay, I want designer clothes, but where do I get them? So I was going to sample sales, and all the sample sales were a size 4. Gotcha. So I could fit the dresses. I could not fit a straight leg pant. Yeah. These thighs, this butt was like, no. No, ma'am. So the only pants that I could get were the wide leg pants.
That's kind of what I wanted to get to. Yeah. So it's kind of like you figured out your body type.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you were like, you know what? Let me just make my life easier.
Oh, absolutely.
This is what works. Yeah. I feel like sometimes people try to fight that, and they're just trying to go after. They try to make their thing what someone else's thing is.
I know not to put on a booty short. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know somebody might start throwing dollars at me.
Yeah. You know that's how I feel about certain tops. Yeah. Where I'm like, I just have to appreciate that on you. Because on me, it's giving strip club.
It's gonna be sitting right there. So I can't do that.
What was your first luxury purchase?
So my first luxury item, my aunt gave me a Lady Dior bag.
Come on, auntie.
She was the rich auntie.
Oh, love that for you.
And she gave me like her old dusty Lady Dior. Yeah. Wow. And so then I got a gift from my husband, got me a Prada bag, but I was like too scared to wear it because you couldn't really wear labels at work without people thinking
judging.
You were like frivolous and not very serious. And I wanted to be taken very serious.
So it was just in the closet.
So it was just like in the closet. And then I got a Chanel bag my husband got for me, like anniversary vintage Chanel. And yeah, but that I bought myself, I don't know. It was probably a pair of shoes. It was probably a pair of shoes from Century 21. That's yeah.
What's one piece of advice you would give someone who is trying to discover their own personal style?
I would say log off, which is counterintuitive.
It is.
I know, it's like the internet people telling you to log off, but like you have to, if you're trying to like discover your very personal style, you have to go inward. You have to figure out what makes you comfortable, what's comfortable for your lifestyle. But also, it's not just like what you want to wear every day. You have to also think about, maybe you don't go out all the time, but what about 10% of the time that you go out?
What does that wardrobe look like?
Right, because you'll figure out your day-to-day errands formula. But then what happens when it's time for you to go out? What do you wear to weddings? Like, you have to think about what looks good on your body, what people compliment you in, what colors look well with your skin, your hair. There's like all kinds of things that you should think about. But I think the most important is to think about like your lifestyle and what feels good to you when you turn off like the TV, when you shut down social media, like what resonates with you.
And I feel like that can sound so overwhelming, but it's so worth the effort.
It's so true.
It's so worth the effort.
Once you've gone internal, I think where online can play a role is inspiration. And I wish people understood, like, it's not about clicking to buy, because also it's like you can't necessarily buy these things because they were in my closet for years.
Because the goal is that we're building wardrobes. So this is 3 years old.
And also think about what works for you. And also look at people who share the same body type as you. Maybe not the entire body, but like, are they the same height as you? Like, what aspects can you pull from that you're inspired by? But we need to think about it as inspiration and not about like, oh, I'm gonna feel good if I start dressing like this person. I think people should take the internet how we used to take magazines. Right? Like, I flipped through magazines to see color combinations, to see just different things. And I would be like, oh, it would make me think of something. I like that brown and tan together. I want to wear some brown boots. Even though there weren't brown boots on the page. It just sparked something. And I feel like when I started Instagram, that's kind of what I was trying to do for people. Like, oh, these are just ideas. I'm just sharing. But people want the link now. They want the link. I give them here's the thing. I give them the link.
But that's not the answer.
But that's not the end all, right? It's about like what is going to work for you and your lifestyle.
Okay, first fashion confession. What are your thoughts on black girl luxury?
Oh,
I know. oh no.
A shot to the system.
I know.
Oh my god. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing. When the internet gets a hold of something, they just drag it. Oh my, it's like, for what? I would live a beautiful, amazing, wonderful life if I never hear the term again. I promise you, the think pieces, the lack of information, they throw everybody they don't like into black girl luxury. It's like, oh, so-and-so mispronounced the wine wrong. That's why black girl luxuries are classes and they're this. And here's the thing. There's a conversation that can be had about consumption, around classism, consumerism. There's all kinds of like very academic, intellectually rigorous conversations that can be had. I've seen very few of them. Most of them I've seen have been shrouded in shade. That is also rooted in anti-blackness and classism.
But because it's putting down something...
Here's the thing.
That's seemingly frivolous, it's okay.
Yeah, but it's like, now people scammers. Now people are doing something strange for change. Now people are being nefarious.
Child, you can't even go to Dubai.
I'm like...
or you're a prostitute.
I mean, at this point, here's the thing. Shouts out to the sex workers, but here's the thing. Why? Why is it so much energy? You know what? I don't think that, I'm not one of those black folks that think that being critical of black people, even openly, is like taboo and you shouldn't do it. But I definitely think, a piece of me thinks it has run its course.
Yeah.
And now, like, everybody's getting involved, and they're like, black girl luxury is dead.
It's out.
It's out, and it's in, and it's just like, log me off. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
All right. Moving on. What's your biggest fashion ick?
My
And
biggest
why?
fashion ick?
If you have one.
I don't know if I have a fashion ick so much as I have a, like, criticism of criticism.
Ooh.
Like, I just don't like the hot takes about, like, blazer. I call them the blazer brigade, even though I'm part of the blazer. But you know what I'm saying? Like, classy
Like,
versus
it's the only way.
trashy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're tacky if you do this, or you're, telling people how to dress, or like what's in and what's out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Quiet luxury, and it's from Shein, child.
Oh, I know.
Log me off.
Next up. Oh, what's the city that has the best shopping?
The city that has the best shopping. See, now I have to say 3.
Okay.
Tokyo's number 1.
Oh,
hands down.
That's literally on my bucket.
Oh, hands down. I mean, it is just leaps and bounds in the future about everything. I mean, I've never been in a city of 19 million people, and like, I can't hear any of them, And my husband's a deep introvert, so he absolutely adores Tokyo. He's like, this is how life should be. Absolutely.
It's just quiet.
It's just
it's
like,
filled with people
so orderly. It's so orderly. It's like so amazing. But they have like the best curated luxury pieces. But I think I've never seen like the level of curated Chanel, vintage Chanel.
Yeah. That is my dream.
And I'm really only a vintage Chanel, maybe like Chanel ready to wear.
Oh yeah.
But like, today's, no. I bought my last piece like 3 years ago.
Same.
And if I wasn't there purchasing it, I would have thought it was fake. That's the quality.
The last bag I bought from Chanel, the top fell off during Fashion Week.
And I would have took it right back.
Fell right off on the floor.
And I would have took it right back.
I did. I took it into Saks, and luckily I was here, and I bought it here like the year before. I only had it for a year. Literally, the top, it was like had a little hinge, fell right off on the floor.
Yeah, I don't. And I feel like, so sorry for people unboxing brand new Chanel. Because I'm like, oh my, and the price keeps going up and the quality just isn't there. But Tokyo's definitely number 1. I would say, I'm fighting to not say Paris. Okay. Because it's so quintessential. Yeah. But I actually really love like the Paris secondhand scene.
It's curated. They do it well.
They do it very well. Yeah. I just really love. So I think Paris for me is like
they keep it high end.
They keep it high end, but also they just curate. You can just go to like 5 or 6 places, and you can literally walk out with a gang full of stuff. That's like so amazing, such high quality. Yeah. And I mean, also Charles de Gaulle Airport isn't bad either,
Okay, so 2.
So those 2, I would say third. I'm trying to think. It's either between Accra. I'll say Accra.
Okay. Where do you go shopping in Accra?
The Lot is like the Black luxury haven. They sell all African designers. So you can get like Andrea Iyama. I mean, you can get shoes.
Are there stores, or it's like a department
it's one store?
Ooh.
It's like 3 stories.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you're gonna drop racks. It is like the highest end. It is just so, it's like a haven, right? Like, it is so impeccably done.
Except, what is one designer or brand that has you in a chokehold?
That has me in a chokehold? I would be remiss if I didn't say Fee Noel. I think that's probably the most obvious. Yeah, I mean, I love Fee Noel.
It's like she makes the clothes for you.
She does. Yeah. So, a true story. Yeah. So, no, I absolutely love her. And she just makes such incredible pieces. And I think she just believes in, like, a woman like me as her customer. Like when you can tell when she is thinking about clothes that I am top of mind, and I like designers to be inclusive in that way and not just think about a singular kind of woman.
Because you can totally tell when a brand designs for women.
Yeah.
For all women.
For all women.
You can tell.
Absolutely.
And you can tell when it's oh, I'm not your person.
Yeah, are you shocked I'm in this?
Your secret tip when it comes to packing for overseas trips.
Oh, I have no secret.
Like, okay.
I have no secret.
You're not a good packer.
No.
Okay,
girl,
I feel like I knew that.
I don't know. Who would think, first of all, I'm using my carry-on.
Okay.
I'm using his carry-on. Kennedy's, everything includes my things. Okay?
You got your stuff in everybody's bag.
Oh, 100%.
How many bags are you taking? On a regular trip, how many bags do you take?
Well, define regular. I mean, my God, what does that mean?
I'm gonna say a regular and then like an extended. So like a week trip versus a 2 week. I know that's a different.
Week.
A week trip. Do you?
Here's the thing. I usually have if I'm staying at a hotel, I have to have a breakfast outfit. So the outfit I put on to go to breakfast and or workout because I just fake like I'm working out.
Right.
So,
because I've never heard you talk about
exactly. So I will put on like a little athleisure set, but so I have to have one for every day.
Okay, wow.
Okay, and then I have to have a day outfit. So what I'm wearing during the day. Right?
Okay.
And then I have to have an evening outfit. And then if I go to the beach or the pool, I have to have a pool outfit. So I need one for every single day.
So is a minimum, are you always traveling with 2 suitcases?
Not always. Sometimes I travel with one checked luggage and one carry-on.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you travel with 2.
Here's the
thing. 2 is becoming my norm and it just feels like a lot.
No, it is a lot, especially when you're slugging it. And it's just like...
Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I get 2. I'm taking 2. Like, why am I forcing it?
No, totally.
So she has no tips. I'm so sorry.
No, I have none. I say take it all.
Resources.
Whenever I do carry... I went to Miami for like 3 days, and I did a carry-on only.
Oh.
And I was in a state of depression. I almost went shopping.
Why did I do this to myself?
I was like, what is this?
And for what?
Where is
There's no award.
What is this? No.
You didn't win a thing. You're just here suffering.
Bring the stuff.
This is questions from the queens. What's one item in your wardrobe you want to absolutely pass down to your daughter?
I would have to say 2 things. I can clearly never be brief.
Okay.
My Finoel robes.
They're so fabulous.
Definitely my Hermes Birkin 25.
The tan one?
Yeah, I think she's eyeing it already. I know.
I mean, you're her mama.
No, but I'm like, girl, eye something else.
What has fashion meant to you from childhood through adulthood?
Much of it is about community and creativity for me.
What is something you're not willing to splurge on?
Something I'm not willing to splurge on.
You just put your foot down. You're like, it's never worth it.
I don't know. And that's probably sad. Because that means I can get got at any time.
Anywhere. Something you have a hard time splurging on?
Oh, yeah. I have a hard time splurging on international first-class flights. Like to Europe, it's fine. But like Asia, Africa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The amount is insane.
Really?
And I'm just like, can I sit up?
But you
upright for 11 hours?
You also don't have a choice.
Here's
at a certain point, you just...
You know what I've learned? To break it up, fly first class to Europe, and then do like a premium economy day flight. I'm not flying 16 hours sitting up overnight because then everybody's going to hear about it.
Yeah, like I don't know what the amount of money will be that you're like, oh, that's just what flights are.
No.
Do you see American fashion influencing African fashion or vice versa?
I think that the American fashion influencer industry could influence the entire Black diaspora. We have so many opportunities here. So much of 2020 really opened up the aperture of what was possible.
Yeah.
Some of that is closing, but I think that, you know, in a vacuum, sometimes it doesn't seem like it's as big as it is.
Yeah.
Meaning like the opportunities that we're getting. But I see content creators on the continent who have millions of followers, who literally have like cult followings, and their ability to get brand deals is like very limited, right? And
really?
oh yeah, it's like, it's almost an exclusively American market, right? Brand deal, even in Europe, even with, you know, European brands, and, you know, their rates are drastically different than ours. I did know that,
yeah.
Right? And so there are brand deals, obviously, on the African continent. It's primarily focused in Nairobi and Johannesburg, or Kenya and South Africa. But, you know, and it's like, it's with Revlon, it's with Maybelline, but we are light years ahead. And so I think there is something about the business of content creating that's actually influencing in a really good way, like the African market.
If you had $100 to put a look together, where are you going?
To jail. Because, girl, I'm sorry. Whose budget did Calvin Boy send you? Who put this budget together?
Nuts.
Let me get it together.
Jail is insane.
Whoa. And could you imagine me in jail? The day they wipe these brows off, I'm telling on everybody. Oh my God.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm like, there's no way. A mugshot. Oh, absolutely no. I would probably go to Beacon's Closet, which is like,
that's a good one.
It's like a secondhand store in New York City. I could probably muster something together. Hopefully I have some shoes already. But I could do it. I could definitely do it. I think I probably could go to like And Other Stories, the sales, you know, back in the back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely you can find something.
Yeah.
All right. Whew. That was stressful.
Yeah.
I'm stressed.
I'm stressed.
Okay, we're going to end the episode with Name a Time When. This is how we always end it. Just a little reflection. Get the queens inspired.
Okay.
So it's just going to start with Name a Time When, and then you finish the sentence, okay? Name a time when you recently felt inspired.
Just recently, when I was like, took some time away during the Christmas and New Year's holiday.
Amazing. Okay, name a time when you were so in love with a place you visited that you considered moving.
Johannesburg.
Period.
Which I'm building my house there.
There you go.
So I'm like
how
absolutely.
did you narrow down, like, this is the place? Because I know I'm sure you travel places where you're like, I think I could live here.
I mean, I think I always knew, I wouldn't say always, but I would say for the last probably 15 years, I knew I wanted to be bicontinental. I just always saw just like so much privilege, access, and luxury in that. Just like being able to access to different places. I think probably the last 5 years, I started to think about it from like I also want to explore like Europe, you know, like a Europe home base. But I'm about to be an empty nester, which is crazy. Like, all my friends are having children now. Yeah.
And you're like,
and like, and I'm literally about to be an empty nester this year. And so we were thinking about what does it mean to like spend way more time in the place that we love, and we've been visiting just for so long that we just started, you know, we were like, yeah, let's build a house here. And also we have friends there, we know people, like, you know, there's a community there. Really so yeah.
Name a time when you felt unstoppable.
I would say when I grasped like my version of motherhood, I was like, okay, I got this. This is like, once I realized that I didn't have to like reduce myself, I didn't have to like stress myself out, I realized that like there was gonna be a lot of times where my husband was gonna be the primary parent.
Yeah.
Which I think is hard for a lot of women to admit.
To come to terms with,
yeah, but like, I think once I realized that I didn't have to like reduce myself for a version of motherhood that was like mainstream, and that I was gonna have to be the daddy.
Yeah.
Once I realized that, I was like, okay, I can like all of my dreams can come true, and I can be like a very full woman.
I love that. I think that is the perfect way to end this episode, because I've never heard that before.
Oh, absolutely.
And it sounds so empowering.
Oh, it's
but it also sounds like, wow, I'm sure that was like a light bulb moment where you're just like, I'm doing this. I'm thinking about this all wrong.
It's the only way to mother for me.
Yeah.
It's for me as like an ambitious, like thoughtful, traveling woman. It was the only way that I could mother with agency, and I didn't know if it was going to work out, but it's working out great. My daughter's wonderful.
She is, and you look like you're enjoying motherhood.
I enjoy
always something I like to see. Like, I feel like I don't see it.
I enjoy it.
Sometimes you don't see it.
I don't see it very often myself.
Yeah, but like I feel like it shines through when you show your daughter and your family. Like, it just seems like
I really enjoy them. Like, I genuinely enjoy them.
That's a blessing. That's a perfect way to end it. We're gonna wrap it up. Where can everyone find you?
I am on all platforms.
All of them, child.
Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, at Tanika B. And I am occasionally, sometimes, dragged to YouTube. Okay? I always promise an upload. And I will be uploading more.
And she will.
Allegedly.
All of her links will be below. Thank you for sticking to the end. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silent Locked, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.